Hi everyone, Esther here, and we're continuing the part two. I'm going to explain to you how this Saturn direct retrograde going to affect all 12 signs. So I do recommend for you guys to go and check under sidereal system. Remember, I do not practice Western astrology. I'm going to refer to rising, mainly moon. And if you have Saturn on your birth chart, natal chart in the sign we're going to refer to. So basically you have a three opportunity to check on three different levels. Why? So we always have to remember what is really rising. Rising in Hebrew it's called Or Makif, surround light. It's our ego, it's our first house. It's something which is really helping us with the drive and to show how we're showing ourselves outside the world. Our moon, it's our inside world. It's Or Pnimi. It's who we really are, what we really think when we only communicate with ourselves on our emotional level. It's really connect to our ancestral lineage of our mother's side. It's connect to the feminine side we all have inside of us, no matter if you born this lifetime, male and female. Now, what's really important as well to remember, I wanted to kind of to take you to the next level because it's not just a video for you to listen and to get some tips. It's educational as well. So I really wanted to get know yourself better through your own birth chart. So if you can, you can pause right now this video, open your chart, and while we're going to go through this session, through this process, you can observe and to understand your chart even better while I'm going to make comments about different signs. Why? Let's say your moon holds a lower degree than your rising, then your moon definitely more important in your chart than your rising. If your rising holds a lowest degree than your moon, definitely check more on your rising. But you definitely can check on both the book because both represent different force of energy. Rising will help you to understand how your behavior will be influenced for outside world, and your moon will help you more to understand on a personal level with your family, with yourself. And with regards to Saturn, which is on what in what house, what sign it is in your own birth chart as well, it's really important because if, for example, in your birth chart, Saturn in Capricorn, you're going to really affect. You don't need to have first house or moon to really to feel if the full intense what is mean to have a Saturn in Capricorn. Okay, guys. So we now I have a surprise for you, and I believe there's no other channel you can find right now probably in the world can provide you information. I'm going to provide you such a practical tools, but it's not my information. I'm only here as a channel to share with you what really through the generation, centuries, the Kabbalist, and to try to explain to people what is really spirituality, how the power of Hebrew alphabet we can use on every day on a practical level in order to improve ourselves, improve our lives, and to be more in control about the influence of zodiac bodies. So if you can see, I started here on Aries, but only because I want to show you now both of them created by two Hebrew alphabet, Ayin and Bet. I'm going to put my arrow so you can see where's the Ayin and Bet. What else Ayin and Bet represent? It's called in Hebrew Ayin Bet Shemot. It represents 72 names of God. What I'm going to do, I really recommend for you guys to create a screenshot from the 72 names of God and have handy with you on your cell phone on any of your devices. Especially this period of time is going to help you tremendously to overcome certain situation which is we're all going to face during this really not easy time, but absolutely with a lot of blessings. So this 72 names, if this is your first time you observe this channel, energetical force, and it's I'm gonna put probably under my link, I will leave link for you guys. You can go to Kabbalah.com up and you can see explanation of each name, okay? And as well, I'm working on video, which is I'm going to explain in more depths, more about 72 names of God. Now, this 72 names of God was given to Moses during the time when we were living in Egypt. And this powerful computer system was given to us to use in order to split Red Sea. So the way how Moses used the technology at the time to splitting the Red Sea, he used the 72 names of God. But this is not initially it was given to us just as a startup. And then we can use for so many different ways. So I will give you example. This week is the week which is represent healing. We're going to read Torah portion called Pinchas. In Pinchas, it's one of the Torah portions which is helping us to connect to real healing within, healing on completely the highest level you can achieve in this human body. Now I'm going to point over here. We have a combination of three letters. It's called Mem Hishin. And this is, for example, combination was given to us in order to heal. If you know anyone needs healing, yourself when you're not feeling well, or even when you're feeling well, it's always good as well. So in the morning before you leave home, you need to do from right to left to scan each combination of 72 names. It's the force of an angelical force, the force of energy, which can help you on so many different aspects of your life. Okay, again, I'm going to leave a link under my video so you can go and you can learn more about it, and you can really understand each combination, what force of energy it represents. Okay, so again, how cool it is. Just think about it. We're talking right now about Saturn in Capricorn, this energetical force which is create the iron bed. And iron bed, what is iron bed? Numerology of iron bed, it's 72. This is why it's called iron bed Shemot, the 72 names of God. And this is what we have. Okay, I think it's really, really amazing. Then Creator, before he, it says before we can, before we can change something inside of us, the solution exists before problem. Okay, so it's really, really important. Another thing I want us to understand, the whole concept about law of attraction. A lot of people in books was reading, especially for the last 20 years, the whole aspect of law of attraction came really from Torah. It says in Aramaic, it's in Zohar, it says itaruta delatata. So what is above, so below. Okay, so this is really important for us to understand. So whatever we create in this dimension, this is exactly what we're going to receive attraction from above. Okay, guys, so we're going to start with Aries. For Aries rising moon, or if you have Saturn in Capricorn in your birth chart, it's going to be in your 10th house. And I have to tell you, Aries, you are such a troopers. If you think about, you have a Rahu in your sign right now for another 9 months, which is another very, very important point where you really need to work on your karmic workshop and your karmic klipot, the previous life incarnation, which is Rahu, definitely gonna push you to the next level. Now you do have Saturn in Capricorn, which is his own. So I have to tell you the good news. The good news, you will be asked to reevaluate your profession, to really understand if whatever you do really makes you happy, and if this is something bringing goodness to the world. This is all it's about right now. We not longer require to work only because to make money. We must to use our mission, our talents, and to be happy. So it's really, really important. So therefore, you need to really evaluate what you do, your profession, if you need to take new courses, if you need to take yourself to the next level, or maybe to think about new skills. Definitely do not make any changes if it's not necessary during this period of time until Saturn retrograde, but it's something really for you to think. You will be asked if you're going to neglect, and the cosmos just will push you, and then you will find yourself in front of situation which is you were, so to say, not prepared. Okay, another very important point, you're facing the 4th house. So 10th house, it's in a position facing the 4th house. So the aspect of the 4th house, as you know, it's the 4th house represent our home, it's represent our mother energy, it's represent ancestral lineage. You definitely will require to reevaluate your relationship with your family, to understand if there's anyone you're not talking for a long time. You need to ask if you are maybe the one who can come forward and to bring peace. So it's really, really important. If you can do that, then light of creator going to send you much more blessings. We always need to remember what is below, then we receive same thing from above. Okay, itaruta delatata. It's really actually very magical statement in Aramaic. So just remember that it's all about preventing and not to face when things falling apart. Okay, then we the Saturn aspect 12th house, and 12th house is really important house. It's house of Pisces, but it's house of intuition, psychic abilities, it's mental health, and it's a house of empathy for other people and not just to feel your own pain. And with this house, it's required to be more disciplined with your sleep. And then you have a 7th house as well. The Saturn will be from the 10th house will be aspecting the 7th house, which is the house of relationship. Anything you think about relationship, marriage, partnership, one-on-one relationship, business partnership, and it's so alliance with the 10th house, because the 10th house directly connect to the relationship with other people, especially when you grow in your career. You need to understand how it's important to include other people's. Okay, so it's really important. Now, with regards to health, what's really important is Saturn, because Saturn in Capricorn in the same house with Pluto. Pluto creates unnecessary inflammation, which is connected to the rising or moon. It's in your location. So for you, you need to pay attention more to your knees and anything connect to potentially, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but just for you as a preventing to understand rheumatism, skin diseases, gallstone, anything connect to bones, teeth, skin joints, hair, right side of your body. Okay, so what it's mean, you need to start to take care of your body even more. And because it represent needs on a spiritual level, it's asking you to be more flexible, to work on your pride, because you usually when we have to work on Capricorn, we need to learn how to bend, how to be more flexible, so to say. So if you have, you need to, I recommend to walk. If you have stairs in your workplace or at your home, so a few times a day, just if you still a little bit stuck energy, leave your desk, leave what you do, just walk on the stairs. Okay, so just really practical tools for you. I hope it's helpful tools for you guys. I wish you many, many blessings, and please use the 72 names, and you see this is the one of the most powerful name of God. The combination for Capricorn, it's not Yud K Vav K, it's actually K. We don't pronounce when we put name together, but I'm going to tell you. So it's Hey, and then we have Yud, and then we have Hey, and then we have Vav. Okay, so good luck to you guys. Next one, we have a beautiful Taurus. So for you, Taurus, Saturn transit will be 9th house. And right away, I'm going to mention to you, because of the 9th house and because of the Saturn together in the same place with Pluto, Pluto is going to definitely push some, activate the health, whatever you need to take care of. He's going to activate some health issue. So just for you to know, because of it's a 9th house, you need to pay attention more to your legs, hips, sciatic nerve, gout, hips, anything with your hips, anything bronchitis. So it's breathing. So it's good to do meditation with breathing. The body parts, it's likely can be affected, like I said, and as well, it's blood vessels, and I do recommend for you guys to use the fresh air as more as possible, okay? And as well, because of the 9th house, you Taurus, for Taurus, you guys really love the comfort zone, especially with the food. I do recommend for you to pay attention more how much you eat, what time you eat, and definitely exercise will be great for you for this period of time, anytime, but this period of time as well as can help you for your emotional level. Now, what is really nice, 9th house? 9th house, it's about the truth, the clearer beliefs. What is really your beliefs? what is really spirituality for you? What is really spirituality? Wise religiosity? And how religious you are about other things. By the way, what is to be religious? It's not just to believe in one way of church or synagogue. It's to be too religious about things. Like, for example, I believe things need to be a certain way, and this is well can be considered to be too religious about things. Okay, it's about really deep understanding of the universal laws, but from spiritual perspective, not from religious perspective. Okay, and the ninth house, it's about as well. It can help you to control what comes from your mouth, because Sagittarius is a shooters. This is the sign of Sagittarius, the house of Sagittarius. They came to this world as well, not just to preach, not just to express themselves, as well to learn how to be more tactful, how to be more with tact with people. You're going to be pushed this period of time to almost learn how you communicate with people. Okay, and the spirituality, if you're going to apply spirituality to your everyday communication, everything what you do for your learning, for your traveling, everything what you do, you constantly will think how it's going to affect the world, how it's going to affect humanity. As soon you're going to include everyone else, the bigger picture, you're going to receive completely different results. Okay, now because of the ninth house, it's actually aspecting in opposition with the third house. So it's really important as well, the third house for you for this period of time. What is the third house? It's siblings, it's thinking, it's your nervous system, it's the writing skills, it's again learning as well, because both ninth and third house, it's about learning. So it's good period of time to take courses, to take yourself to the next level education, whatever it's meant for you. Short travel, it's going to be very good for you. Neighborhood, you maybe didn't say hi to new neighbors, or you neglect some neighbors. I really recommend for you guys, because neighbors, it's actually a very important part of our life. This is the people who we exchange energies with. Anyone who live close to us, we all very, very much depend on each other. I wish we even knew. It's about languages. If you decide to learn new language, or maybe to improve the language you speak, you own, through new re-education yourself and reading books which can help to improve your language, the way how you speak, it's really, really good for you, because it's actually required for both for third and ninth house. And it's local community, it's the mindset. Okay, very, very important. So I hope this information in a great service for you. Oh, in other two houses I want to mention, because of the Jupiter is going to be aspect other signs, like I mentioned in my other video and previously. You need to look at the 11th house and 6th house, okay? Because the 11th house, it's about organization, associations with masses, groups, friendship, right? It's your hopes and dreams. It's the happy house, by the way. So make sure you understand what's really happiness for you, the internal awareness. And the 6th house, it's about your health. It's about responsibility to be on time. It's day-to-day life, work routine. So it's to be more on time, to be more organized. So this is the houses. So remember, you need to, number one, it's 9th house, number 9, then you have in opposition the 3rd house, and then you have aspect for 11 and 6th house. So I strongly recommend for you guys to learn about these houses, okay? And always pay attention to I in bed and 72 names of God I share with you. And this is your letters as well, pay in WAF, okay? All the best, guys. Good luck. The next one, we have a Gemini. You guys, Gemini, such a troopers. You probably feel the Saturn energy since beginning of 2020, because it's in your 8th house, and 8th house, it's one of the very karmic and heavy houses. But no worries, I promise you guys, if you're gonna really take this recommendation seriously, and you will use this opportunity until the Saturn back to Aquarius in January 13, which is, we need to be prepared for October 23rd. If you recall, this is going to be like stationary, the heaviest of him. You're going to be like a rising phoenix. I promise you. Next year, new doors will be open for you. But right now, because of the 8th house, you need to, and the 8th house, by the way, represent a long life, longevity, good discipline. you will really transfer your fears. And how to connect to Saturday. No black magic, no any nonsense which is not connect from the light, no flirting, to control your sexual desires. It's 8th house as well. It's the house of other people money, but not necessarily yours money. This is why when it's 8th house, we have to be very careful what we purchase, especially anything we purchase like a big purchase, to be very careful. There's always some karma attached to it. You understand? Your psychic ability to understand where your thoughts coming from, if it's coming from dark place or it's coming from the light. How you control your thoughts. Is the thoughts you invited, or it's been constantly bombarding you uninvited? Because remember, you in your nature as a Gemini moon or rising, you sometimes can be very overwhelmed with your own thoughts, with your ideas, because remember, you're the only sign which is represented by two humans. It's all about gain the knowledge and share the knowledge, gain the information and share information. But many times the way how we receive information is need to go through our own plasma, through our own filter, and the way how we share, we need to apply a lot of chesed, a lot of mercy to understand the other people's feelings. Okay, now I promise you, with this period of time, you're gonna become like amazing psychic. The psychic ability, the dreams, because sometimes Gemini have hard time to remember the dreams because of the 8th house and Saturn. He will require for you to really to understand what is really discipline for the spirituality. Okay, now the 8th house, it's actually up in opposition for the 2nd house, so it's the house of early family dynamic. It's house of food, house of self-worth. So you're going to be really challenged for the self-worth. Don't go with your closed shop, your like nobody home. Sometimes Geminis do that. They smile, but inside they really don't want to communicate with anyone. Just go extra mile, just really to understand what is really humanity represent for you. Really, really important. Now, because of the 2nd house, do not make any stuck financial decisions, really important decisions. Just try to stay low profile and go safe way with the money. Okay. Now, what other house you have a 5th house. In 5th house, it's remember, it's the house of creativity. You're going to be, Saturn will be aspecting this house. It's going to be a little bit, will slow your mind with creativity, and it's okay too. It's about to come back and to do your homework, and not necessary to create something completely new. If the new ideas come into your heart, just put in writing and just keep it concealed. Don't talk about this too much. And then when time comes, you can put in manifestation. Okay, because remember, the 5th house as well as your children, so your children may require extra attention from you. You need to be there for them more than for yourself in a certain period of time. And then you have a 10th house. It's the Saturn will be aspecting the 10th house, the house of your career. And I know it's been difficult for you guys, especially for you Gemini. Since 2020, you really felt your career, your skills not really apply properly. Work, take more courses, study more. You will see, it's my promise to you. If you're going to use tools, you will use the restriction, you will understand what really Saturn requires from you. Remember, Saturn it's a slow planet. And you guys, you have no patience for slowliness, right? You everything quick. You don't even have patience for people who speak slow. And now you feel like you get into the place you're even thinking slower than usual. It's all good. It's exactly what you need. This energy not will be back to you for the next 28 years. See this as a blessing. And by the way, for the married people, it's you will require with a partnership, because of the 8th house, to be more supportive for your spouse, for your partner, even for anyone who in close relationship, because is more you're going to support, is better income they're going to get, because the 8th house is the house of other people money, right? One thing I want to mention for you guys with regards to health, because of the 8th house, is the constipation. It's suppression of the menses. You understand? It's inflammation. It's throat infections possible as well. And especially, you need to look at your colon system and your sexual organs. Very, very important, because Saturn in anything connected with sexuality, if it's going to be unnecessary flirtation, you're going to get on a hat. I'm telling you right now, guys, Saturn does not like, especially if you're married and you're giving any person, any other person beside you married, any energy. I'm telling you right now, bad idea. That the payment gonna come from it, you won't even pick yourself together. I'm just warning you right now. So be aware, okay? Restriction is the name of the game right now. And in general, especially for Gemini, because you Gemini actually wanted the sexual sign. And now you have 8th house, which is represent sexual organs, okay? You got my message. So remember, you need to work on the 8th house, 2nd house, 5th, and 10th house. Okay. I wish you good luck, guys. Many, many blessings, and hope this information will serve you well. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so next one we have Cancerian. My dear Cancerian, for you guys, it's the transit of Capricorn, the transit of Saturn in Capricorn in the 7th house. Now, right away, I'm going to mention to you, because of the 7th house, on the health side, it's represent kidneys. And what's really, really important for you to remember, it's represent, you know, ureters, it represent glands, skin, lumbar region, back, your back, your spine as well. Okay, for the 7th house, because 7th house facing the 1st house. Remember, me. You will be actually, because of the 7th house, you're almost gonna feel a little bit like a Taurus, like a Capricorn of the 1st house, because it's the opposition of the 1st house, the 7th house. Okay, so remember, the personal life for you, you will be asked to evaluate who you with right now. If you are with a person who not open or have some kind of narcissistic traits of character, don't just put blame on the partner. Ask yourself why in the first place you potentially can attract someone who's emotionally not available for you, and why sometimes you ask more than person can give it to you. Okay, so just work, just really understand for your concern and communication. The 7th house will require from you not to be close, like concerns knows to do the best. When they emotionally hurt, there's nobody home. Open up, go extra mile, be the leader you're born to be, because the 7th house is the house of the leadership as well in personal relationship. Okay, try to understand, less control of the person who you're with. Okay, you will see your relationship will improve so much. And if you're considering who's looking for partnership, this is the period of time for you to work on yourself. Ask, if for example you haven't been lucky to attract the partner you think you should, ask yourself what energy you produce. If perhaps you see things in a certain way, more luck. Remember, the way how light of creator works, the way how we see other people, the way how we see certain situation, this is exactly what we're going to get back. Simple as that. As soon we transform, as soon we're going extra mile, as soon we change and going out of comfort zone, light of creator have no choice. He's going to send us itaruta deletata. He's going to send us above, beyond what we're supposed to get in the first place from the nature. So go beyond your nature. Now, the houses you really need to pay attention, beside the 7th house, which is very important, this is where the transit happened for you, is the 1st house, house of self, house of the ego, house of of a selfishness. So you need to understand. Then you have a 4th house, it's aspect in the 4th house, which is house of female, your mother, ancestor lineage, your home, anything connect, and especially it's your house, your natural house, Cancerian. This is the house of Cancer. This is the Saturn wants you to evaluate and to understand what is really home, family, ancestor, heritage represent for you. What does the roots represent for you? And this is good period of time to clean the karma with this 27, my apology, 26 generation lineage of your mother roots. Because remember, we have, beside our own tikkun, our own correction, we came to work, We have our ancestral lineage sitting on us and giving us more extra work. Sometimes you don't even know where things coming from, but you agree on it. You took it upon yourself. You understand? Anything connect to the home, if you've been required, some of you been forced actually to sell your home houses and to move to rent, or maybe to move from one place to another, it's all good. This is just showing that you're actually going according to the schedule of universe. You need to go out of your comfort zone and no attachment. You understand? So again, you have a 7th house, 1st house, 4th house, and you have a 9th house. 9th house of education, 9th house, it's long distance travel, it's philosophy, which is can help you tremendously. And I do recommend for you Cancerians really to pay attention to your digestive system. Beside in 7th house represent the kidneys, which is kidneys directly connect as well. When we have suppressed energy, when we're a little bit depressed, it's affecting our liver and affecting our kidneys. So just remember, pay attention to it. And again, your letters, you remember Tet and Het, very, very important, which is create Tammuz. And then we have from name of God, Hey, and then we have Yud and Hey and Vav, and Ayin Bet Shemot. Definitely scan daily to get extra support, because remember, our eyes, it's the windows of our soul. Okay, I wish you all the best, my dearest Cancer, and you the best, really you the best. Just be strong and be what you came to be in this world. All the best. Now, the next one, we have a gracious Leos. Well, guys, nobody like Leos, let's put this way. And for you guys, the transit of Saturn in Capricorn, it's in the 6th house. Definitely you feel this energy. You and Aries and Capricorn, you guys get one of the heaviest combination. But you know what? It's only a couple months left, and then you're gonna be like a rising phoenix. I promise you. Because look at you. Your main house, you got 6th house. What is this 6th house again? It's the same thing. It's a digestive system for you. You need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to your heart on the spiritual level and on the physical level. I hope you have enough exercise. I hope you learn how to speak less, how to put your pride in more concealed way, and let other people to shine. You understand? But for the 6th house, what's really, really important for you guys, it's to understand the 6th house. It's how you really deal with day-to-day life. What is really discipline represent for you? What is the self-improvement, the service for other people, the nutrients you take? Your pets may have some issues. God willing not. Let's say it's not going to happen, but just for you to pay attention how you fit in your pets, if they have enough work, do you receive enough love from you. It's about your co-workers, by the way, how you really communicate with the people who you share time outside of your home, your duties, right? Your employment. And but the most important as well, it's your health, because 6th house represent health. But the good news, if you think about Saturn, he loves 6th house, because everything what you just described is the characteristic of house. It's simple people, it's the work, it's day-to-day life, it's the discipline. So if you really know how, and for Leo, it's not easy to be in this house, because Leo's, it's all about improvisation, it's all about creativity. Now you need to be stuck in such a structure, but this is necessary. And just really use this opportunity. It's so important, because if you really will know how to make Saturn happy, which is you will do your tikkun with that, it's going to take you to the next level. It's going to prepare you for 2023. And believe me, we're entering to the new dimension in 2023. I will explain in my next videos, so we better take this seriously. Now, 6th house facing the 12th house, which is really important for you to pay attention about your intuition, about your psychic ability, your mental health, right? And as well to have enough sleep. Extremely, extremely important to have enough sleep and different level of communication. You're going to feel like your mind a little bit slow. You feel a little bit sleepy. Sometimes you have hard time to concentrate because of the 12, because of the aspect position of the 12th house. As well, you have a third house in 8th house. Okay, the third house as well, it's your mental, mental stage, your siblings, by the way, very important for you to see how you communicate with your siblings, the communication with your neighbors, the how you use your language in your writing skills. And then you have a position, not a position, you have aspect. Saturn will be aspect for you case in 8th house. So the 8th house is sexuality, to understand what is really sexuality represent for you, what is the psychic ability, same thing like a 12th house in a sense. It's a little bit dark houses, 12 and 8, but so necessary for Leo because you came with the sunshine, light. You're always the giver. Now you need to learn how to conceal your light, how to speak less, how to be more concealed, how to nourish your energy, not to reveal everything. And it's really, really good for you this period of time to study astrology, by the way. You're going to feel more nourishment from it. So I do recommend for you guys to do, okay? And pay attention to your heart, as I said. And in general, sixth house, it's house of pharmaceutical or herbs. I do recommend for you, Leo, to learn more about herbal medicine, to see how you can go more and more natural way. It's going to really nourish your nervous system as well. And enough sleep. I literally, for you guys, I recommend to have at least from 7 even to 8 hours sleep when it's possible, or at least if you sleep only 7 hours, try to get good quality sleep. Okay, so I wish you good luck, Leo. Many blessings. Okay, guys, my dear Virgos. So for you guys, Saturn in Capricorn will be transit in the 5th house. So we're talking about moon, we're talking about rising, or if you have a Saturn in your birth chart in Virgo. Now, what's really important, because it's in the 5th house, you need to pay attention to your heart chakras. It's such a good idea for you because you actually came, believe it or not, Virgos, you came to learn how to open your heart in your natal chart. Okay, so you need to take care of your heart chakras and as well your the heart muscles. And what it's mean you need to walk, exercise more in order to strengthen your heart muscles. We're talking about back. Maybe you need to really pay attention to your spinal cord to walk more straight and not to surprise yourself sometimes because you analyze so much. Capricorn, Saturn do not like when people judge other people. Please remember this, Virgo. 5th house can help you to open your heart more with more creativity, okay? So just really pay attention to what I'm saying to you right now, Virgos. Because remember, is more you learn how to justify other people, is you're going to be justified by universe. You understand? This is simple as that. 5th house as well, is the public speaking. It's your critical father figure. Like you need to rethink what really father figure represent for you, right? The 5th house, it's self-expression. And you Virgos not always know how to show the self-expression. So with this one, you will need to be a little bit more free. As well, it's is the house of kids, your children, romantic house. And can help you, by the way, with the personal relationship. If you know how to use this house, it can improve your relationship because of the 5th house. You guys not used to be too romantic. If for example you have, it's happened once in the blue moon when Virgo moon rising having a sun in Leo, then you all said. But if you don't really have any Leos or strong planets in Leos, please use this opportunity. Be more loose, more romantic, more spontaneous. It's going to be good for you. Okay, and the other house in the position, you're going to have 11th house. And 11th house, it's about organization skills for groups of people, for friendship. You need to, it's going to be a good idea for you to reach out to your friends, to reach out to even to your siblings as well, by the way. And it's about your homes, your hopes and dreams, because it's the happy house, right? It's about international awareness, what's really happening in the world. Okay, and then you have a second house. It's going to be aspect by Saturn transit. So second house is about your money. You'll be required to understand what is really self-worth, what is really sustenance. Sustenance is not just money, it's overall what why you're looking for to have stability. What does really stability represent for you? And then you have a seventh house as well. It's actually aspect in your seventh house, which is directly going to help you with the fifth house. If you're going to be more romantic, if you're going to start to do stuff usually you don't feel comfortable to do, go after. And with your partner, just do extra miles. See what you want to bring to your relationship, something you didn't. Maybe you need to change your appearance. Maybe you need to take your partner for dance, to do things that's uncomfortable but actually can make you happy. You understand what I'm saying? So the seventh house, extremely important. It can improve your relationship. Use this opportunity, because if you're not, guess what? Cosmos will do this for you. Okay. And again, the letters which represent your natal chart, guys, it's Reish and Yud, months of Elul, and very important, very powerful, months of redemption. So I wish you good luck, guys. All the best. So the next one we have a Libra. And for you guys, Libra, the social workers as well, the negotiator and mediators of the world, it's going to be in the fourth house. This is combination will require on the health side because of the Pluto. Remember, Pluto is going to really make sure you guys, all of us, will pay attention to our health. Depends in what house the Saturn will be. For you, it's going to be fourth house, which is represents stomach, digestive system, inflammation, digestion, how you eat, how much you pay attention to how much you chew. It's sometimes you're going to feel a little bit something with the gastroenterite, so you need to pay attention. Anything connect to the stomach, the gallstones as well. So really, really pay attention. And I do recommend to avoid sugar this period of unnecessary sugar. Anything then will create fake energy. So it's really, really important. And it's actually represent left side of the body. And what is the left side of the body? Desire to receive for the self alone. And what is the fourth house? Fourth house, it's really how you take care of your mother, how your relationship with your mom. When was the last time you called? What is connection to your ancestral lineage from your mom's side? When Saturn touching fourth house, this is like previous life incarnation. Anything connect to your mother, we call in Hebrew door, like 26 previous ancestral lineage. It's a lot of work, but it's so liberating. I promise you. You're gonna feel like you're losing control, especially connect to your family, sometimes maybe even to your home, to your real estate. But I promise you, if you know how to see the bigger picture, how to use this opportunity, you're going to get so much benefit from it. And then remember, the fourth house as aspecting the 10th house. And 10th house is the house of Capricorn. It will require for you to evaluate your workplace, your career, your dharma, your public recognition. What does really wisdom represent for you on a public level? You understand? What is the authority represent for you? How you communicate with your boss? Are you too emotional with your boss? Or you really can be cool and cold when it comes to the business, the structure, everything. Why you looking for respect? Why you hurt sometimes for no reason? What does really fame represent for you? You understand? So all of that you will need to go over because of the aspect of position of the 10th house. And then it's aspect in your first house and your sixth house. So definitely Libra, for you, you're gonna come from this period of time very strong. Okay, do not let things to put you down and to make you insecure. Just make decision. Just use the first house of the self. And by the way, when it's an aspect in the first house, for you Libra, it will require maybe even to change your appearance. How you look. Maybe it's gonna help you to improve, your own self, how you appear to other people. And the sixth house, the health, very, very important to take care of your health and your breathing. In general, Libra, no matter what, you need to always to learn how to pause, to breathe, and then make decision. Make decision, just do it. Don't overthink, okay, Libra? Very, very important. So just to refresh you again, we have a fourth house, it's your main house, opposition 10th house, and then we have a aspect to on the first house and sixth house. Please make note of it, pay attention, and good luck to you guys. And again, the letters which is represent your sign, it's Pei and Lamed, very important. And we have Ayin Bet Shemot. Use the screenshot of 72 names every morning before you leave your home, or even few times a day, anytime you feel you need more energy. Okay, all the best, guys. Dear Capricorns, so for you guys, the Saturn transit in Capricorn is going to be in your third house. And let's really right away understand how it can affect your health, because of the, Saturn loves to touch, to show us a couple of things we need to take care of. Depends on what house it is in our chart. And because of the Pluto definitely will make sure he will create some inflammation. So we're talking about nervous system, patience issue, bronchitis, asthma, shoulders, arms, sciatica. And very, very important, I'm not saying anything happened, but just pay attention to those parts of the body, like shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, but most importantly, it's your nervous system, Scorpio. Because people don't understand what is to be Scorpio. To come to this dimension, to be Scorpio rising or moon, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of energy. It's constantly deal with Pluto. Pluto is really your planet, and now Pluto is going to be with you. He's going to support you if you know how to use and manipulate his energy. Do not let Pluto to manipulate you. You know how to be strong with the Pluto when it's gonna send you some dark thoughts or some kind of judgment. Remember, this not good time, not good time. If you know how to hold on and work on it, you're going to be like, again, like a rising phoenix, I promise you guys. Now, because of the third house, like I said, because of it can make you a little bit more nervous. Your mind, you will feel a little bit nervous. Your siblings, you need to pay attention to be more merciful, less judgmental to your siblings. Very important. You're going to receive actually many ideas, because Saturn telling you to have realistic ideas. You understand? To understand, to improve your writing skills, your imagination skills, your thoughts process, how you control your thoughts. Are you control your thoughts, or your thoughts controlling you? The third house. So you need to find the balance and to learn how to express yourself in more balanced way. Okay, so because of the third house, you're going to have a position on the ninth house. And it's actually excellent, because ninth house is house of Sagittarius, very, very close to your natal chart. And it's going to be really, really good for you guys to travel. Travel going to be very healing for you. Even short distance travel, do it. It's going to require for you to study spirituality and to understand what is the difference between spirituality, philosophy, and religiosity. You understand? It's perhaps required for you to ask for the teacher. Ask Cosmos to send you teacher. As soon you're going to be ready for one, the teacher will appear. And by the way, teacher, according to spiritual knowledge, Kabbalistic knowledge, it's equally important as a soulmate. It's actually discussion between Sadiqim. What is more important, teacher or soulmate? Why? Because if you have a right teacher, he can help you to come closer to your soulmate. You understand? So it's really important. And it's about, teaching even for you, how you can be a better teacher to other people, what kind of example you can have, okay? So we're talking about the third house. It's the very important. Then we have a position 9 house, and then we have the Saturn will be aspecting your 12th house and your 5th house. So you need to have enough sleep. Don't go to any dark places because of the 12th house. It's actually long distance. It's other country, to understand other people view, to understand other people mentalities, other people traditions. Really good idea. And because of the 5th house, for you Scorpio, is going to have a Leo energy into it. So use this for creativity, See how you can less control your children. Let your children to be in their own control. Teach your children how to be leaders and not to tell him what to do. Very important, okay? And your financial situation likely to be improved after this period. Very, very important, okay? One second. My apology. Let me drink water. So what I like about this position, after this transition, you will understand what is really money represent. So definitely use this opposition. But guys, in nutshell, what's really, really important for you Scorpios, you are giants. You're such a deep, important people. You here to help in all other 11 houses, 11 signs, how to hold the intense energy of Pluto, intense energy of dark forces. We really appreciate you. You are a tremendous important sign for all the zodiac system. So just nourish yourself, taking care of yourself, okay? And remember, the two letters represent your sign Dalit Nun, Dinim, judgment, but in the same time, if you know how to convert judgment to mercy, it's unlimited blessings. Okay, I wish you all the best. Bye-bye, guys. The next one we have Sagittarius. For you, beautiful, gracious Sagittarius, the Saturn transit in Capricorn in the second house. And right away, I'm going to mention the health, the body part. You really need to pay attention, especially because of the Pluto. It's in the same house with Saturn in Capricorn all this period of time. You need to pay attention to your throat chakra, to your neck chakras, your digestion, your mumps, like your teeth as well, and constipation. Very important because of the second house, the food consumption. You will require to learn new way how to eat, what really food represent for you. It's actually the neck and ears as well, right? Your lower jaw, throat, okay, and your thyroid, by the way. So this is why it's really important for you not to be overstressed. If things happening, pause, hold your breath. Remember what I'm telling you. Use the 72 names. Have this screenshot of 72 names all the time with you, because the second house is not easy. It's the house of the self-worth. But it's really good for you, Sagittarius, because this house will help you to learn how to pause, how to be a little bit more slow, and how to speak before, think before you speak. You understand? Very, very important, because and by the way, this is house of material worth, right? And you Sagittarius, in your nature, you love to spend. So this second house would really Saturn would require you to learn how to save, how to really understand what is really money, sustenance represent for you. And if you're gonna really learn your lessons, you already start to learn this lesson since 2020. Next year, the decision you make, the appreciation of the money, always ask yourself, do I need to buy this right now? Or I actually can I can stay without, I can actually put this money and use for something which can really give you me more value. And the second house, it's facing eighth house. So eighth house is the money of other people. It's interesting, right? It's the house of Scorpio. So, again, is the house I call the house of Phoenix, rising Phoenix, like a house coming when you really know how to use especially in opposition, you're going to feel the energy of Scorpio. You're already feeling the energy of Scorpio every time when there's some oppositions, but now even more because of the Saturn. Saturn will push you to understand what is the loyalty, what is the sexuality represent, how to use the mysticism, but from the light, not from the darkness, because of the depth of the things, you understand? So really, really important house. So definitely pay attention to the eighth house, learn about the eighth house, Sagittarius. So, and then you have an aspect to the 11th house, house of humanity, of siblings, house of the public relationship with other people, with your neighbors. Very important house. I already explained in many other places, but again, just learn about this 11th house. And then its aspect, your fourth house, the house of your you know, your mother ancestral lineage, your home, your family. You may be thinking to change your home, or maybe to make, don't make any dramatic changes right now. Just really, really pay attention. And your heritage, you know, your ancestral lineage, like I said, your roots, very, very important. You almost will start to have some dreams about, maybe even about past lives of your ancestral lineage. You know, you will start to make realization certain traits of your character, why you're a certain way, why you think certain way, you certain things we didn't want to be like our parents, and suddenly we look at ourselves like, my God, certain traits of character I actually did adopt from my parents, which is nothing wrong with it, but see how you can get best of it. Okay, it's your mother, by the way. Really, really important for you to, if your mother in life, definitely call her, see how you can improve relationship to give a little bit more energy. Okay, Sagittarius, I guys wish you all the best. For you guys, remember the letters which is control your sign, it's Gimel and Samech. Very, very powerful. And you know, you always have Jupiter giving you a lot of support. Use that. And you know, the Ayin Bet Shemot, 72 names. Definitely have and scan a couple times a day, guys, to have extra support from above. Okay. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. So the next one we have a Capricorn. Guys, you are you know, I have to say you, it's really, really important period of time for you. Do I say more? You have a first house, your own planet Saturn in your own placement. It's really, really important. Remember, it's happened only once in 28 years. And you need to use this opportunity. But first, you need to understand how is well take care of yourself on the physical level. Because of the first house, anything connected to the headaches, face, the energy comes from the Keter, from the crown. You really need to learn meditation, new level of meditation. Very, very important for you guys. Meditation is going to be the key point to learn how to control your thoughts. Anything connect with your head, you need to pay attention. Okay, uh dental, tartar, anything connect to your eyes, face. If you planning to make any changes like cosmetical changes, any surgery, do not do this period of time. You need to show Saturn, then you're happy with what you have. Okay, do not. By the way, and your eyes, your upper jaw, and remember, our main problems come from our eyes. How we see, then the judgment comes, and then our thoughts process comes, and this is the energy produced from us. Okay, so because of the first house, use your eyes properly. Constantly justified people. If you see some luck, say this is perfect. You understand? Really, really important. Try to convert the judgment to the mercy. You're gonna have unbelievable blessings after all. Okay, because of the first house. Again, you know, first house. I can talk about the first house for a couple of days because it's self-awareness house. It's your personality, identity, your physical body, the mask you put on, and who you really are. Light and Saturn does not like when we pretend, when we say one thing and think something else. You especially gonna receive on the hat. So the self-expression, the self-image, how others preserve you, it's the most important. How you feel about yourself, your own self-worth. You're gonna feel, you know, you guys are old souls. You understand? The Capricorn, they born, and until certain age, they feel like the parents to their own parent. And then after they become 30, 35, they suddenly become more young, they become more romantic. And this is the funny thing about the Capricorns, you know. And now in the first house, you're going to be more aware of yourself, you know. Try to lose control, because the real control is the letting go out of control, and find the balance with that, right? Because the first house, it's in opposition with the seventh house. Anything connected to a relationship, you will have to face, you know, it's and even legal matters. If anything connect to the legal matters, try to be less how to say aggressive if there's any legal matters. Let light to be involved. Ask light of creator come and show you the way. It's about the business partnerships, your clients, alliance, or any conflicts. You need to try to sweet their judgment. Your marriage, partnership, one-on-one relationship on every possible level. Okay, very important house. And because the first house, like I said, facing the seventh house, and then you have an aspect of the 10th and third house. So you're going to have basically Saturn aspect in your 10th house, the house of your natural position of your natal chart. You'll require to evaluate your career, how you behave at your workplace, how much you're driven career in your career, and how much you sometimes put yourself, your own agenda more in front of yourself and put others behind. Okay, very important. Then you have a third house. So we're talking about the first house, seventh house, 10th house, and then the third house. Third house is another very important house. You will get aspect because of the combination of Saturn through the Pisces and Cancerian, and as well you have Jupiter. So the third house, it's siblings, it's your writing skills, the nervous system, your learning ability. By the way, your nervous system, you're gonna feel a little bit because of the first house. Then your thoughts gonna be a little bit like you can concentrate. You try to express some thoughts. Usually it's used to come easy for you. Now you feel sometimes you really stop, like you need to pause. Nothing bad about it. It's actually good. It will ask you to be less workaholic. How much you give into your family more than you give into your workplace. You understand? Exercise, very important for you guys. Definitely meditation. If you thought to take yoga classes, if you talk to really to learn how to pause, to take few times a day, even a couple minutes just to meditate, it's better than nothing for you. Okay, Capricorns, guys, I wish you good luck. Really, you're such an amazing sign. When you finally get to spirituality, you really stick to spirituality. So just make sure anything what you do, the spirituality, the light of creator always with you. And remember, you represent very important letters, Ayin and Bet, which is numerology 72, and it's represent the chart I show in the beginning of my video, the 72 names of God. Think about it, how powerful you are. So use the 72 names always. It should be like your mantra. You wake up in the morning, scan before you leave home. You enter your workplace, scan to. Every time when you scan 72 names, you almost like gain new vibration, new energy. You tell in light of creator, I'm everything and I'm nothing without you. So please be my partner, be beside me, help me with the tools you already create for us. Okay, so I wish you all the best, guys. So the next one, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, what can I tell you? You guys, social worker of the world, you holding space for us from the future and from the past. I always say people who have a moon in Aquarius or rising in Aquarius, this is the people, not just thinker of the bigger picture. This is people who already understand now how we're supposed to live in the future. You know, the way how you bring the public, how you care about public, how you care about masses. But for you, always pay attention how on one-on-one relationship. And now the Saturn in Capricorn with transit in your 12th house, which is the Pisces, really close to you, right? What it represents on the physical level? On the physical level, you need to pay attention to your spine, to your feet, not to have a cold feet. Maybe take care of your feet even extra. Sometimes keep your feet, by the way, in a warmth, because of the Saturn is your natural planet, right, from your birth chart. So you know what is the Saturn, but at the same time, because it's in the 12th house right now, it will ask you to understand what is really subconscious on much higher level, not just from the big picture, really one-on-one picture, very important. It's work behind the scene. You probably already feel from 2020, then you're not really the same successful with the masses, with the big group of people like you used to, because the Saturn wants you to be a little bit more behind the scene, to be more private, to require discipline with your sleep, and to be a little bit more quiet at workplace, and to find quiet place sometimes just to be alone. It's very healing for you because of the 12th house, right? The past life memory, the deep dreams you will have in right now, just put it in writing. It's actually a really good period of time to remember your dreams. And again, it's actions behind the scene. If you volunteer, if you do something for humanity, try to be more concealed to save the energy, okay? Now, the 12th house face, oh, by the way, in its international traveling, it's other people views, other other countries as well. You will probably will have interest in other nations, which is amazing. Now, remember the 12th house facing the 6th house, the house of health. So you Aquarius have ability sometimes to neglect your health. Remember, this time, very important, by the way, because of the 12th house, it's really good to dance because it represents feet. So it's really good to walk quicker, to dance, do some cha-cha-cha, ask your partner or your friend to go to sign yourself for dancing classes. I know you usually don't if you don't do, but if you're going to do that, you will see you're going to get the extra from the light of creator. Okay. And by the way, you're going to have a lot of past life memory. You will see, oh my God, you're going to feel like a psychic after this transit. I'm telling you. So in the 6th house, the day-to-day routine, which is usually you don't like to be in this so to say, you're going to feel like a little bit like you're in jail. But yes, Saturn wants you to really to be more disciplined, day-to-day work routine, self-improvement, health, nutrition. By the way, your pets, you need to pay attention to health of your pets, the employment, your co-workers, to be more there for them. Okay, very, very important. And then you have a 9th house. It's aspecting your 9th house. Oh, you love 9th house. Now, house of Jupiter, house of bigger picture, house of public speaking. So you're going to feel a little bit like you're missing words for the public speaking. So what I do recommend for you this period of time, take some courses, improve your skills, how you want to speak. What about where you see yourself in the future? What does really spirituality represent for you because of the 9th house? Okay. And then it's aspecting your 2nd house, house of the self-worth, of early family dynamic. So remember, every time when we have a 12th and 2nd house, it's going to bring a lot of memory from the past, even from your childhood. You're going to evaluate things in you understood things about yourself, which is some kind of a subconscious level you neglected. And now Saturn wants you to face it, to come back to certain situation in your childhood, reevaluate them, to make peace with them, and to move on. Okay. And any arguments with your partner and your spouse, it's possible this period of time. So try to let your spouse or your partner to show that he's important, to try to be more present when he's having conversation with you. Try to be really there for them and not to think what you're going to say next. You understand? Just on the completely new level, and avoid talking long time trips. Better to short times because of the 12th house, and enough sleep. Extremely for you, because Aquarius, don't remember, in your natural chart, you've been challenged a little bit with your nervous system and your overthinking as well, a little bit like a Gemini. So this period of time, you will have your thoughts will slow down. But one thing is going to help you, it's meditation, is to try to control your thoughts, and to have enough sleep. Extremely important. Sleeping, by the way, for you, it's going to be very healing. And definitely go dance. Like I said, use your feet for habit. Put music, even sometimes you don't have time, just put really fun music and just dance in front of the mirror and just really enjoy yourself. They bring the happiness for no reason. You're going to receive ita ruta delatata. And remember, your 2 letters represent you. It's Sadik and Bet. It's Tzaddik, it's Tzedek, it's righteous, and Bet, Shabtai, so important, guys. Shabtai, it's your own planet, Saturn. Just really know how to use your own energy you came with, okay? Wish you guys all the best. And finally, our beautiful, beautiful Pisces. You guys holding space for all of us. You know, you're the last sign of zodiac. You, as it says, ancient say Pisces usually love to benefit from other work from other signs, but at the same time, you guys the holding space of subconsciousness. Now, this time, Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn will be in your 11th house. And one of the very important on the physical level in the body parts is going to be your ankle, your calves, your circulation system, okay? Uh, and your sprain and your spine, and make sure you pay attention to your heart as well, because the heart and arteries, so really, really important, guys, okay? So very, very important. So my apology. I have my furry babies here with me. So for you Pisces, remember, because of the 11th house, one of the best position, Saturn loves to be in 11th house. It's like a natural leadership house. It's good friends. So you need to learn how to be natural leaders. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for you Pisces, but again, at the same time, you Pisces, one of the best business people, because you, when you know how to use your leadership, your intuition, because the best business decision, and when we're using our intuition, not just our logic, you understand? So now, because of the 11th house as well, you will have you will need to understand what is really like children represent for you. Sometimes you're giving your children too much freedom. It's other opposite from the Scorpio or Leos or even Virgos. You need to teach children different level of structure as well, okay? So it's really, really strong karmic house. Now the 11th house facing 5th house. 5th house for you Pisces, Saturn will require from you to start to use your creativity and to be more outside and to show yourself out more than usually do. I know it's not comfortable for you Pisces sometimes. It really depends again where your sun is, but you will feel more urge to activate your artistic abilities, by the way, and be more authentic with your children again. It's you will have opportunity to gain different level relationship with your own children, by the way. It's really, really powerful, really powerful. And then you have a aspect to your first house, which is the house of self, self-awareness, again, personality. Really light of creator wants you after this transit to be more outspoken, to be more out there, to bring your spirituality, your intuition, your amazing psychic ability to help people to connect to the light of creator. You like a walking righteous souls. You just need to learn how to stop to feel too much your own pain and to understand what is real pain of other people. You understand the difference? It's not enough just to be sensitive. Many times Pisces can be sensitive by feeling too much their own pain. This transition Saturn will require from you to feel other people's pain on completely new level and to put your own pain behind. You understand? And then you have a 8th house, which is the house, again, house of loyalty, sex, mysticism, and deep thinking of different level. It's really amazing. I have to say, Pisces, you will if you will know how to use this energy, it can make you so strong and very, very successful. And remember, you're very lucky. 11th house. This is the best house for Saturn. He loves to be in 11th house. So definitely use this opportunity, guys. Very, very important. And remember, look at you. The 2 letters represent your sign, Kuf and Gimel. And it's represent Adar, represent Mashiach, final redemption, Purim. You always connect to the final redemption. It's in your nature, Pisces. You understand? And again, remember to use Ayin Bet Shemot, 72 names. It's going to support you. Have this combination. You can use 10, 15 times a day, whatever you feel, Pisces. And bring yourself outside to the world. Show the world the righteous you are, how much really happiness and kindness you can bring to other people. You understand? Okay, guys, so I hope this information can serve you well, can help you. These tools can help you. And I wish you many, many blessings and all the best, guys. Bye bye.